Left side of the brain. And boy, do I have some treats for you today. I have 2 videos saved, and I'm going to upload this video when I'm done. Now let's find a nice place to sit so we can talk. How y'all doing today? Let's start upbeat. No need to be feeling down. This is Jaguar Nation. Jaguar's up. Let's find a nice seat. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's nice to ourselves. That's good. Nobody around. Let me pan around. All right. Okay, we don't see anybody, so it's all good. Go ahead, do me a favor. Hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. I got 99% on my battery, so I don't have to rush. Can you hear me loud and clear? Today, what I want to talk about. Now, this is a video that a lot of you probably wondering why your relationships, they not working out. And the reason that is, other than the obvious, which is you may have a soul and you're dealing with a human prison bar. But other than that, the reason for that is this right here. This is what I've noticed. As soon as you lay your eyes on a woman, and as soon as she notices that you like her, it's over with. As soon as it begins, that's when it ends. When you are dealing with a woman, especially if you on the level of a left side of the brain. I'm telling you, it's over with as soon as she smiles. As soon as you look at her and she smiles and she has your attention and you got her attention, you just ended the relationship. Why? Because, see, a man is craving something other than what that female is craving. You see, the purpose for women on this planet, 2 things. A female exists to A, drain you of your resources monetarily and your spiritual energy. Okay? And number 2, B, she is here to gain another victim, another soul victim. And you know what that is? To have a baby and to bring another soul into this human prison bar system. That's the only 2 purposes of a female. So when you out and about and you might see a woman that you like, as soon as you look at her, let's just say you look at a woman, she don't respond, right? She doesn't look back or anything. But let's just say it's another type of woman. You catch eyes, you and her, you both catch eyes, and you feel like a little flirtatious energy or whatever. She is not feeling what you are feeling. As a man, you are feeling this right here. Boy, I would love to have sex with her. Boy, I would love to just have her mouth all over my, you know what, just taking me deep in her mouth. Boy, I would just love to bend her over my coffee table in my living room. Boy, I would just love to do that. That's not what she is thinking. The female is thinking this right here. He just validated me. This handsome man that's looking at me, he just made my day. He just made me feel good. Once you did that for that female, you did all that she ever wanted. You did all that she ever was trying to gain from when she woke up that morning and put on makeup and put clothes on and put perfume on, that's all she was trying to do, was attract some kind of male energy. You see, females, they thrive off of male energy. Again, they are vampiristic in nature. They here to drain you. So when you give her that attention, it's over with. Now let's just say it goes a step further, right? Because I know a lot of y'all been wondering, like, why don't relationships work out and this, and that? Okay, let's say it goes a step further. You approach the female, you give her we used to call it math back in the days. Where I'm from, we used to say, you get a girl your math. That means you give her your phone number, right? So say you give her your math, right? And y'all exchange phone numbers. So she calls you, you hit her up. You're going to notice that from the point when you first met her to the second text, to the third text, it starts dwindling from that point in the relationship until it finally hits the ground and crash. And then you start all over again from point A, seeking out another female. This is the cycle pretty much for everybody in the world. Because what happens is the female gets bored with you. She gets bored with you. She already got what she wanted out of you, which was attention. Once she got your attention, it's over with. She don't want you anymore. She's already over you in her mind. Even if you get married to that woman, it's going to end. It's not going to finish how it started. That's why all relationships end, because they're not even made to be long lasting. Everything in this world is temporary. They're not even made to be long lasting, you see? So, somebody walking, so hey, it's funny. Oh my God, that's a synchronicity. We talking about this, and look.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Y'all know that's a synchronicity. Thank you, Spirit. So okay, it's right. I was right when I felt that urge to do a video today. Okay, and here a couple comes along, and I want, wow, okay. Now, even that couple that you see, once you get in them relationships and you be going out, I've did it so many times. It's crashing. When you are out talking to a girl, you're not getting to know her. You are beginning to separate from her. You see, it's like in your mind, you've been taught that I'm getting to know this girl. No, you're not. You're beginning to separate from her, because the more you get to know a person, the more you start to dislike them. That's just the nature of things in this world, because number one, these people, they are contaminated. Okay, what I mean by that is women have options, right? It's not like Adam and Eve. They was in the Garden of Eden by themselves. All she knew was Adam. All he knew was Eve. So they have options. And just look at a woman's wardrobe. I mean, she got tons of shoes, tons of different shades to put on, tons of wigs to put on, all type of lipstick, all type of makeup. She's not about to be satisfied with no one man. Just forget about it. It don't matter how handsome you look. It don't matter how tall you are. None of that. Because none of that stuff impresses a woman. And a lot of times when we think about females, we think about them and we project how we view women upon females, and we say to ourselves, because I lust after a woman in a sexual way like this, then that must be the way that females lust after men. And it's not. Even when you hear women saying, oh, he's a stud, or you know how they talk about Hollywood actors like somebody like Brad Pitt or somebody like that. Even though they say all of that stuff, they still don't look at a man in a sexual way how a man looks at a female. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't like having sex, but it's not the same way how a man... You see, men we got two things that we need: food and sex. With women, they need food just like we do. But when it comes to sex, with a woman, it's more so not the sex that they craving a relationship, because relationships are based around tricking a man to get caught up in this human prison bar process of relationship, children, again, another couple. See? You see, he walking around, he think, I've been there before. He think that they staring at the water and they getting close. You're not getting close, you separating. In his mind, this probably their first date, because I can tell. What y'all think? Because look how far apart they are. This they first date. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he don't understand. Cause you see how she got her arms crossed, and you see how he's walking so gingerly. Look, what y'all think about it? Look at the body language. This their first date. I can tell how people act around each other. This their first time being together. So he decided, to bring her around the water and whatever and walk around. But anyway, because where I'm at, a lot of couples come out here. But anyway, see, if it was up to a man, he wouldn't even require that a woman goes out on a date with him, because he just want to have sex. That's it. He just want to have sex. Really? But most men don't understand how this thing operates. The female, she is selecting to see if you are naive about her female behavior. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to see if this man is naive to female behavior, and does he understand what the human prison bar system is about. Now, they will never tell you that, because how a female operates is built inside of their DNA. Just like she can't tell you how she produced breast milk. Her body just does it. So the way they act is a programming based upon selecting naive men to bear children, to create more human prison bars. She needs a man that don't think how I think. They can tell if you think a certain way. So a lot of you men, you probably be having problem with females. And the reason it is because your eyes are open. A woman, she knows if a man's eyes is open or not. She can feel it. And if you're not somebody who goes along with the system, 9 times out of 10, she will reject you. And here's another thing. When you see a relationship of another man and a woman, and you be thinking in your mind that, oh, how did this man and women, how did they work out? Why is it going so good? Guess what? It's a fake relationship. It's not real. It's there to deceive you into thinking that being in relationships, man and woman, is good, fun, and happy. It's not. It's all an illusion. Nobody is happy in this world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when you see people walking around holding hands, she don't even want to hold a hand with the dude that she's holding hands with. She's only doing it for the sake of a female is weaker than a man. So she needs male strength. Remember, I told y'all about the the human prison bar males who are really females, she needs that muscle of the man to look out for her and her children. She needs some type of provision and security. You see, in this world, the man is just a slave. That's all he is. The woman is not in love. She's not in love. You, the man who don't get it, you the one that's in love. That woman is not in love. She is in what I like to call, she's in a satisfactory situation. She is in a situation that's satisfactory for her at the moment. But at any moment, that feeling that she has can change. And she's ready to switch. If she sees somebody that can do a better slave job than you, then she's going to go with that man. Okay? Now you might be asking, well, how does that relate to us, the United Souls? The men, a part of the United Souls. How that relate to us is like this. The illusion makes us feel like we can't have what we see because we are not like those men. We see those type of men, they flossing, shiny jewelry. They don't discuss things like this. They trendy, they pop culture. They into all the pop culture music and everything. They hang out at the bars. They hang out at the club. They like socialites. So what it's doing is it's trying to mock. It's trying to make a mockery out of us. Like saying to us, like, you know what? Because you men are so righteous, women are not going to give you no vagina. You're not going to get no pussy because you're too righteous. But if you sell out like Chad, if you sell out like Tyrone, then you can have this girlfriend, you can have this dime piece like you see Chad and Tyrone with. That's what it is. That's what it's about. It's more so like just a trap or just a mind game to pull you into their world so you will start behaving like them and acting like them. You see, that's what it's all about. It's not about love. These people don't know what love is. This world is based upon egotism, debauchery, materialism. It's nothing about love in those people. They don't know what love is. When they have sex, they just having sex off of just animal instincts. Okay? Even if you slip up and get a girl, right? Because I sleep with women, but every woman I deal with, I already know that shit going down the hill the moment it starts. That's why I don't give a fuck about it. I don't put my hopes in any of these people. Every time I meet a woman, I say to myself, she gave me her number. Now it's already going downhill. She looked at me, she smiled, it's already going downhill. Because the closer you get with a female, that's the closer you getting to the end of that relationship. Now, I'm about to apply some physics to it. All right? I'm going to give you a parable. Because everything I say, I like to back it up with something you can see in nature, right? Imagine you got a tennis ball in your hand, right? Andre Agassi, you got a tennis ball in your hand, right? Now, you take this tennis ball, right? Now, this represents you. You see that brick wall over there? That represents the female, right? You throw that tennis ball. Whew. As soon as it makes contact with that wall, what happens? It bounces back. Why did it bounce back? Because it got close. I mean, it as it was approaching the wall, it was going fast. Just like a relationship. It starts out fast. It got a lot of velocity in it. But as soon as you meet up with her, boom, that's when you hit the brick wall. And then what? The wall separate. The ball bounces back from the wall and it separates. That's just and then it rolls away. The ball rolls away. You go rolling away, all sad, depressed. You go rolling down the hill. You see that hill? Your life feel like you going down the hill. And guess what? She's still standing up. That wall. She don't care. You the one all broken hearted and rolling around on the ground. She's still right there. That's why they call it a vagina wall. And balls. Testicles. That's all it is. Because every time you thrust inside of a woman, thank you, Spirit. There's another metaphor to go along with that. Every time you thrust inside of a woman, you got to pull back out. You thrust in, you hit that wall in the back, you pull back out. You thrust in, you hit that wall in the back, you pull back out. You can't go no further with a woman than the length of your penis. So if you 8 inches, that's as far as you can get with that woman. If you 6 inches, that's as far as you can get with that woman. If you 7.5 inches, that's as far as you can get with that woman. If you 10 inches, that's as far as you can get with that woman. That's it. So that's how I view it. I don't ever get caught up in thinking that a woman gonna be there forever, because I already know once I'm thrusting in and out, this is as far as I can get with her, because that wall is at the back of that vagina. That's it. Once you come out, that's it. The relationship over. Anytime after the sex act, when you're dealing with a woman, it's nothing but an emotional mind game. That's it. Like I told you in that video I did about the 5 things that you need in life: air, water, trees, food, sunlight. And I said that anything else outside of that is emotional baggage from human beings. You can apply that to every woman that you deal with. That shit coming to an end. It's coming to an end. So this is just another nugget that you can apply to everything else we talk about, primarily for the men, because, you know, we the ones that have to deal with that aspect of the human prison bar thing. That's what it is, man. I'm telling you. So it's nothing wrong with you. If you haven't found a woman, that's another thing that the enemy tries to get at us at. You see, we not here to be getting married. We not here to be in relationships. We not here for that bullshit. That's their lifestyle. We not here for none of that shit. I don't got no kids. I don't want no kids. So when I deal with a woman, in my mind, I already know it's just to get this nut off, baby. That's it. After that, I don't care if you leave. I don't care if you stay. I'm not losing no sleep over it, because I already know what it's about. How many of y'all can attest to what I'm saying? Put ones in the comment section. Doesn't that shit always end up the same? What goes up must come down. So why you think it's going to be any different for a relationship? You think it's going to always be up? No, that shit hits the rock bottom. And the fact, and somebody might say, well, you got to work on a relationship. The fact you even say something like that, you agreeing with me that it's already over. Why you got to work on something that's supposed to be? I met this man, me and him, this is natural. We supposed to be. If you supposed to be, why you got to work on it? You got to work on it because that shit is over with. And you in denial that it's over with. So don't tell me you working on it. No, you in denial and you trying to hold on to something. And you just haven't found nobody better to replace that person you with. So you ain't gonna, no, you can't lie to me. Forgot, you talking the left side of the brain. You can't play them games with me. That's what it's about. And a lot of times, you know, society, it puts so much pressure on men that if he leave a woman, that's why in relationships they get the family involved, like the family-in-law and all of that. That's to make the man feel pressure. So if he decides to leave the woman, he just not leaving the woman. He got this guilt in his mind. Oh, if I leave her, then how I'm gonna look in the eyes of my family-in-law. Fuck your family-in-law, man. You ain't in no relationship with them. But that's just another part of the trick of the human prison bar system. It gets you all entangled with other people other than the person you're dealing with. That's why they put that family, my mother-in-law, and all of that title on top of stuff. So whenever the situation arises, when that shit is starting to end, you will second guess leaving that woman because now you're friends with the family. You see? And you didn't even get into the relationship for all of that. In fact, you didn't even get in a relationship to have children. That's just a byproduct of dealing with a woman. Sex feels so good because nature is just trying to make you bust a nut so a baby can be born. That's it. Sex is not for pleasure. Sex is not for pleasure. Sex is for procreation. It just feels pleasurable. They didn't always have condoms, you know. They don't have condoms in nature. Dogs don't use condoms. Rabbits don't use condoms. So I'm just saying all this so y'all just get a reality glimpse of everything. You know, this left side of the brain, I don't give it to you with no chasers. You know what I'm saying? Just raw vodka down your throat. Raw gin, no orange juice in it, none of that. Just the raw truth, the right understanding to heaven, you see? Because these are the end times. Somebody may as well tell you the flat out truth, man. We ain't got no more time to be playing around. Tell me how it is. Like, this girl I was with the other night, right? She was sitting on the couch beside me. And you know how women always ask the man, what are you looking for? No. I flipped the table on her. I said, what is it that you want? Then she started, I said, nah. I said, don't tell me all that. I said, what are you looking for? That's what I'm saying. You got to be upfront with these women. And she said, okay, I'm looking for a relationship. I said, okay, that's all you had to say. She said, I'm looking for a relationship, man. Because she was trying to act like she was letting me touch on her and stuff. Squeeze her butt under her dress and everything. She had a nice little shape and everything. But she was trying to hold back. And I was like, something ain't right. She over here. And stuff. Then I said, what are you looking for? And she came out and just told me, you know, straight up. Because I don't waste time with females like that. I'd rather do stuff like this. You see, this is more fruitful. I'm having more fun doing this than being on some stupid date. Wasting my time with some bullshit. I'd rather walk around a track with a Jaguar talking about some stuff like this than going out to eat with some woman and already know that I just want to have sex. That's why I don't waste my time doing that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once she smile at you, it's over with. She don't love you. Don't nobody love nobody in this world. And then you got to ask yourself this. How can they love you if they don't know the truth? Think about that. Because truth is love. Real love is showing you what it's all about. Anything that's not showing you what it's all about, you stuck in a relationship with one of these low-level people, how can they love you? They not loving you. They just keeping you trapped by means of your insecurity of neediness, thinking that you need somebody to comfort you because you need something to love. They are there to supply you with that drug to blind you. They're not going to open your eyes up to what I'm saying. No woman is going to tell you this. So if she's not going to open you up to the truth, then how can you say that you're in love with her? How can you say that you love anybody? Or how can anybody express love to you without giving you the truth? Think about Jesus. How could we say Jesus loved us if he didn't give us the truth? Truth is love, whether you like it or not. Whether it feels bad, whether it feels good, truth is love. So how can one of these people who can't give you the truth How can you say she loves you? Or how can you say he loves you? How? Think about that. Man, I really enjoyed this video. Tell me what y'all think. Hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. I might do another one tonight before it gets too dark. But anyway, this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.